Hey everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Allison. I have a small business called Plenty of Yellow. You can find me on Instagram or on my website. I am cold right now. My house is cold. Anytime that the weather is like spring-ish in between, it's cold in the house, or like fall. I don't know, we don't have central air or heat. We have baseboard heating. We don't have AC. And our house is cinder block to brick, so it's just like, it just feels really, really cold in the house. So I have a heater running, and no amount of warming my hands is helping. Still, this pimple is going strong. I don't know how long it's been there. Same with this one. But despite my ugly hair fail, I'm going to do a little get ready with me. I was just talking to somebody about the good old scene days, MySpace and all that, and we went to a lot of the same shows, so we probably saw each other and didn't know it. We were friends with a lot of the same people, it seems like, and I think that's really cool. That time for me is mixed. I had really good times. Like, we would go to these local shows, and like, we were friends with a lot of people in the bands and stuff. This was before All Time Low was popular, and they were just another local band that played at these church shows and stuff like that. It'd be like church basement shows and things, not religious affiliation whatsoever. Anyway, so there was a lot of good times. Like, we would look forward to like watching like our friends play and going to see all of our friends every weekend and having something to do. And I felt like I was always on the older end of things. I was 19, but there were plenty of other people who were also 19 or 20. There were some that were even older, but a lot of people were 16, 17, 18. It's just like a whole array of people. So we were just talking about, like, I don't know, just this thing that I don't know that kids have anymore, where you just have somewhere to go every weekend and enjoy yourselves and pay a few bucks, and I don't know, it was just a good time. But my husband used to go to those shows, and while we were in like different groups of people, so he wasn't always at those shows. Like, he hung out with some of the same people, but like in other places and stuff. Like, we had different groups of friends, but there was overlap, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And we wound up meeting on MySpace. I guess I technically met him before I started going to those shows. And maybe like we just didn't see each other at them because we had, like, if he went, it was just like to pick up a friend or something. and he didn't really hang around them. But I guess we already knew each other now that I'm thinking about it. I was 19 or 18 and he had just turned 17, and we met on MySpace. Good old Tom. And we realized that we went to the same elementary and middle school. We went to different high schools, but our parents lived like 5 minutes from each other. So in true creepy internet meeting fashion, I went over to his house when I came home from college on spring break, and I made him look beat up with makeup. Made his mom think he got jumped. The clouds just went over the sun. It got really dark in here. I don't know if you could tell. Anyway, so he liked me, but he was younger and it was easy, and I don't know. I dated people who treated me poorly, so you know, it was too kind, too nice. Just so stupid. But Sam and I went on to like briefly date some other people, be friends in between all of this, and then when I was 21, I don't think I was 22 yet, and he was 19, I texted him and asked him what he was doing the next day, and we hadn't seen each other in a long time, and him and I were just talking about this story the other day on the couch, and I was like, I asked you what you were doing, and when you said the next day and you said nothing, and I was like, well, that's so weird, like it's a Saturday, like I'm surprised he doesn't have plans. But apparently he was at his friend's house and he did have plans, but he wanted to break them to see me. So I went to his apartment, and eventually things just fell into place and we started dating, and within a month I was like, I love this human. Like, I know I always loved him as a best friend, but I was like, he's it. And here we are. 13 years later, 12 years of marriage almost. Yeah. It makes me happy. I love him. I have one bit of advice. Marry your best friend. Marry the person who makes you laugh. Because humor will always be there and it will get you through. I'm telling you. Not someone serious. I mean, if you're into that, but here he is now. It was just talking about how we met. Do you need me?
ChristianNingle.com. No. We left the gate open earlier.
Oh.
Oops.
Whoops.
Sorry. Ricky's coming over to bring me something that I need.
Okay.
So, just FYI. Have fun.
Thank you. Little baby bangs make me look real crazy. I don't know what else I was gonna say. So I also met my best friend Brittany from Texas on MySpace, and she flew here not knowing if I was also crazy. And I say also as in Sam didn't know what kind of person I was. And he was like, sure, come over. This is my house address. And Brittany was like, sure, I'll fly there. And I still have them both in my life to this day, so that's good. Which I have to say, if you're going to meet people on the internet, be safer than I was. You know? But there was some sense of security. You know, Brittany was coming here to hang out with Sam and I, so maybe on her end there wasn't a sense of security, but there was for me. And then with Sam, you know, having gone to the same elementary middle school, and you know, my mom like wound up, I don't know if she told me this then or later, but had like known of his mom, and later found out that actually my sister-in-law, who went to my high school before they moved to be in our district, lived just a few houses down from Sam's family. It's just a small little world. But I always thought it was really cool, you know, like Sam and I still had like lots of stories and things to tell each other from growing up, but then holidays were always like, you know, our parents are right near each other, so there was no like needing to split holidays the way that, you know, it's either one or the other. And, you know, like telling a story about somebody, like I might actually know who they are, or, you know, school stories, knowing the same teachers. I don't know. It was always just different, and I really liked that. So that was pretty cool. So when Sam came in, And I said I was saying how we met, and he said Christian mingle. Obviously, since it was MySpace, he's kidding. But also, I grew up Catholic, but I'm an atheist, so that is where that humor came in. I don't know that needed to be explained, but tried to nap earlier with June, but I was like that in between thing again where I'm like kind of tired but I can't sleep, just like hanging out in some weird limbo place. Which I'm not a fan of. Trying to think of some random facts about me that you probably don't know. Well, for starters, I'm 5'1". I'm not a tall gal, although I know that internet can be deceiving. I think someone recently thought that I was taller. I forget who or how tall they thought I was, but certainly wasn't 5'1". So Sam and I got engaged after being together for about a year, and then we decided we were going to move to Florida to get out of Maryland because we both had lived here our whole lives pretty much. And because we were doing that, we wanted to get married. It'd be easier with health insurance and stuff like that, and we just didn't want to wait. Like, we were gonna move to Florida. We wanted to get married in the fall in Maryland, which is so pretty, by the way. Fall in Maryland is just the best. So we knew that it wouldn't be that fall, because I think we got engaged in March, and then we were gonna be moving in August or July or something to Florida. So we went to the courthouse on July 1st, because a good odd number, 7-1. And we got married, and everyone thought I was pregnant. But yeah. I was not. So we lived in Florida for 2.5 years, and then we moved to Philly, and we lived there for a year, and then we came back to Maryland. Ideally, we will end up in Pennsylvania, but we'll see. I hate how this is looking. I know it's like just pinned back, but it's bothering me. Um, There's some other things about me. I went to college for a year only. Where is... Found it. And then I got my license in skincare and makeup, which is aesthetics, if some of you know. And worked at MAC briefly. I wanted to be a makeup artist till I realized I just had too much anxiety and embraced my introvertedness for, well, I don't know if I really knew I was like introverted. I think I just knew that it was too hard for me to live the makeup artist kind of life, so. My birthday is coming up. I am an amazing May Taurus, aka a stubborn bull. But that's okay. I have always been artistic. Both of my parents have a creative talent for sure. My dad draws more like design kind of like pattern stuff. Like he always did it when he was on the phone and he would come up with these really cool things. I always loved it. And my mom is more capable of like drawing people, realistic stuff, which I'm not as good at. And I've like just loved to be creative for as long as I can remember. I mean, in school I was always like drawing like and giving someone something was like my love language. It's like what I knew how to do. I always thought I wanted to do some other kind of art. Like I tried like jewelry design a little bit, and I tried metalsmithing. I took a class on that. I did a lot of different things and never thought that I would be like drawing, painting, designing product. Like it was never where I thought I would go with things, but I love where I am, so. I hate that, to me, this appears to be blended nice and smooth, and then cameras always show every imperfection. I'm gonna go finish up my makeup. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara. I'll be right back. Then I'll do blush and shit. So I decided to throw it back to that era I was talking about earlier, and this is how I did my eyeliner then. Every day. I'm gonna turn off the heater because now I'm sweating. But yeah, when I got my job at MAC, the woman who hired me and I had matching eyeliner, and she thought that was really cool, and so did I. I have a pimple. That's great. It's like it appeared out of nowhere. Anyway, time for contour and blush and stuff. I also worked at H&M during the time that I was working at MAC, because I was working at MAC on the weekends. I was on call, and I don't remember what, it was like temporary, but wound up being longer term. And H&M was horrible. I spent too many years working for H&M. But yeah, I was doing those at the same time. And H&M, I was working in White Marsh, which was like an hour's drive, and I was only working a 4-hour shift. And then MAC, I was working right near home, which was like a 15-minute drive. So my work-life balance was not that great. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier peachy color. It's Chai. I need to try and remember what's in these different drawers. I'm not doing a very good job. Let's use some highlight. I attempted to fix it. I didn't do the best job. This thing's looking like a giant cold sore. So glad I cut my bangs. Finished look. I'm really liking my bangs. I was gonna say something. Story of my life. I was gonna say something and I forgot. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me and chat about my life a little bit. And I will see you next time.